Peter, there's been a lot of conversation around the energy crisis this past week, both in the media and in this House and the lower. And I couldn't help but think of a discussion we had on the 25th of June during the second stage debate on the Climate Action and Lower Carbon Development Amendment Bill. There was a lot of talk about energy then. Senator Joe Riley rightly stated that we have to avoid energy poverty, and we must absolutely ensure that low-income households do not suffer on account of the transition to renewable energy sources. Yet it seems that will be the case. Perhaps the lights will not go out this winter, but I can assure you some will be turned out by families who cannot afford to risk a grossly inflated bill at the end of each month. I understand that the setbacks to the interconnector plan with France, Wales and Northern Ireland were unexpected, but even once our offshore wind turbines are contributing significantly beginning circa 2028, fossil fuels will still be relied on due to fluctuations in wind-generated electricity. Entirely aside from emissions, fundamentally you cannot replace a constant energy source with a fluctuating one. The industrial batteries which store the power generated by fluctuating energy sources come at an incredibly high price, and one which will be set to climb with global demand. Can we please have a debate in this House with Minister Ryan on the role that nuclear power can play in our electricity sector? It is far and away the cleanest and most cost-effective way of producing the vast amounts of power we're going to need. It's time to sustainably end our reliance on foreign supplies of natural gas and put a spectre on Carnsore Point behind us.
Senator Keogan talked about energy prices debate, and I think it's very topical. I have a request in with the Minister to come and talk. But what absolutely is should be top priority in the budget this year is that the reflections that we've made by changing and introducing carbon taxes to change and curb people's behaviour, the most vulnerable in society do need to be curbed by that. But that's not going to be enough this year with the increase in prices because of shortage of supplies. And so the increases of providers that we've seen over the last couple of months, Electric Ireland only this week, are not because of carbon taxes, they're because of other reasons. And so I think we need to be really mindful of that, because maybe some of the things that you've suggested this morning, whilst they mightn't be widespread, they certainly will be true for some families. And so I think you're very right to raise it. Martin Conway.